All right, folks, welcome back. Hour number 3 of the Bernie and Sid in the Morning Show here on Talk Radio 77 WABC, live at our 2019 Radiothon at Cohen Children's Medical Center here on Long Island. We've had an unbelievable morning, and it's really because of you folks out there. You guys have gone above and beyond any of our expectations. We have raised a ton of money. We've got a ton of donations. Once again, quick review. We wanted 23 donations. Hour number 1, we tripled that. Ended up at 69. We added another 83 donations in hour number 2, and upwards of $30,000. Folks giving $5,000 at a time to buy 3 AccuVein machines, and we're going to buy 5 of them. Now, this is a very important hour. You just heard from our good friend Josh Berg at Nussbaum, and they're going to match any donation up to $10,000. What that means is this, folks. If you donate $50, you just donated $100. If you donate $100, you just donated $200. If you donate $1,000, you just donated $2,000. That's how important and big this hour is. We need 204 of you this hour to really meet our goal for the day. We kick ass here in the 8 o'clock hour, and we've won for the day. Already, we've got 10 for this hour. We need 194 more to go. We want 204 by the end of the hour. 204 Talk Stars by 9 a.m. We do that, Bernie, and we've had a tremendous day already before 9 a.m.
Absolutely right, and it's so worthy. It bears repeating. Cohen Children's Medical Center is a not-for-profit hospital. They turn no child away, regardless of their ability to pay. It's like no other hospital in the metropolitan area, none. It is family and child friendly. Over 450,000 kids visit last year alone. That's the volume that comes through here, and that's why we're holding this Radiothon this morning. Let me just say that last hour, towards the end of the hour, a gentleman named Stephen Fiverson from Manhattan, he gave $5,000, and we thank him very, very much for that. But every donation counts. Glenn Zito in Whitestone, Carol Burke, Bernard Kaplan from Fresh Meadows, Joe Nolan from Mountainside, all you people, Rita Lucci from Rockville Center. I mean, it's all over the place. Michael O'Sullivan from Orangeburg, Frank Zimmerman from Kenilworth, New Jersey. All you people are so important to us. We thank you so, so much. 1-877-335-KIDS. That's 1-877-335-5437. Or text HERO to 51555. And again, this hour, as Sid mentioned, Mr. Nussbaum will match the Nussbaum. What's his name again?
Josh Berg.
Josh Berg from Nussbaum CPAs.
He's going to match 10,000, but all of your donations are going to be doubled. So, for example, Bernie, Gabriel Hegarty from the Bronx just donated $500. That's $1,000 now because of Josh. Joyce Sparrow from New York just donated $500. That's $1,000 now because of Josh. So, well, again, it's $50. That becomes $100. We had a couple of $5,000 donations last hour. That becomes $10,000 this hour. That's how important this hour is. We needed 204 to get it going. We've got 15 already in the books. We're down to 189 as you folks continue to be overly generous so far this morning.
And again, the hospital here is so special. Cohen Children's. It's incredible. You're helping kids out, kids that otherwise couldn't afford this kind of treatment here. They save lives. It's miraculous. We toured the hospital. It's unbelievably moving. We spoke to a couple of patients this morning who actually came here. Their lives were saved. Their parents are so relieved. I mean, this is what this place does.
Our traffic guy, Joe Nolan, the great Joe Nolan, just donated towards our cause this morning. So thank you, Joe.
You know the way it's listed, Joe Nolan from Mountainside.
From Mountainside. That's right. He just donated. So once again, 1-877-335-KIDS. That's 1-877-335-5437. Text the word HERO, HERO, to 51555. Here's one. Jim Mustakis, $500. He's a friend of Mike Emanuel from Fox News. How about that? Wow. Jim Mustakis, a friend of Mike Emanuel from Fox News, just donated $500, which means, Jim, you actually donated $1,000. And that's the point of this hour. Every time you donate something, the money is going to be doubled. So keep donating this hour, especially as we move towards our goal number of 204. Now, before we get back to donations, we've been doing this all morning long, Bernie, top of the hour, keeping the show going. It is the Bernie and Sid Show. Some of the bigger news stories of the day. Impeachment is still the top story in the country. Where are we with that today?
Well, yesterday they had a marathon session, 9 a.m. in the morning till about 11:15 last night. They were supposed to vote. They just debated all day, repeated everything, both sides, the same arguments, and they were supposed to vote last night. on sending the particular issue to the whole House floor. Jerry Nadler at about 11:15. He unexpectedly called it off, and he said, we're going to do it again at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. He maybe got tired and hungry. Who knows? But the Republicans were furious. They wanted to do the vote last night. The consideration was that the TV audience was dwindling. So anyway, they're going to pick it up again at 10 o'clock. And some of the stories regarding the Democrats that might flip locally here, right on Long Island, Tom Suozzi, he's a representative of this area, New Hyde Park. He might vote against impeachment. He's a Democrat. Max Rose has said that he might vote against impeachment. So the Democrat case is weakening, and that vote will be held again today. They'll vote on the full House will vote on impeachment next week.
Also, the tragic story of the young Barnard student who was mugged and eventually murdered, Morningside Park, literally 10 blocks away from where I live on the Upper West Side. No arrests, Bernie, have been made as of yet, but they seem to be making some progress. Did have a couple of people in yesterday answering questions.
They did, but they were released, and so far they don't have any suspects. Of course, she was actually mugged by 4 or 5 young men, according to the news report, according to the police. She had her cell phone on her person when they found her, and that's how they identified her. But this horrific murder, it shocked the hell out of everybody. An 18-year-old college student from, I believe it was Virginia. Just terrible. And hopefully, I don't know, I don't want to politicize this in any way, shape, or form. But anyway, I hope people wake up. You can't have these thugs going in and out of the system. I mean, you just can't release them on no cash bail or close down the prisons and say it's going to be okay, because it's not. We're going back. The murder rate is actually rising. Shootings are going up. Muggings by young men are skyrocketing. And we're seeing it takes a case like this, some 18-year-old innocent girl from Virginia gets brutally stabbed to death by 5 men at Morningside Park. It takes this to wake people up. Perhaps. I don't know.
1-877-335-KIDS. That's 1-877-335-5437. Or text the word HERO, HERO, to 51555. Again, the goal this hour, 204. We are now at 14, so we still need 190. 166 overall. And Josh Berg from Nussbaum CPAs matching every dollar this hour. So your $50 donation becomes $100. Your $1,000 becomes $2,000. Your $5,000 becomes $10,000. And listen, we've had some really nice people here live on this program this morning. Some very inspiring and special stories that is going to continue. We've got a very, very special guest with an amazing story here on Bernie and Sid set to join us. You want to keep it right here as the Radiothon from Cohen Children's Medical Center with Bernie and Sid continues right after these short messages. I want to tell you, Bernie and Sid here, and we've been here all morning, the reason why we picked the number 204 for this hour is there are 204 children upstairs at the hospital. So every donation that you make represents a child and that child's mom and or dad that are going through something this holiday season. That's why we picked the number 204. And I want to tell you, folks, you're already a quarter of the way there for this hour. Now we need just 154 more. And Josh Berg from Nussbaum and his agency, they're going to match up to $10,000 of your donations. Yeah. So think about this. You're going to make a donation this hour to represent some child upstairs right now and their family, and it in all likelihood will be doubled. So if it's $100, it becomes $200. If it's $500, it becomes $1,000. If it's $1,000, it becomes $2,000. Please donate right now. 1-877-335-KIDS, 1-877-335-5437, or text the word HERO, HERO, to 51555 and continue. It's been a really unbelievable morning.
And to your point, Sidney, a couple of the donors this hour. Thomas Quinn of Astoria, $150. That turns into $300. You have Kevin Gregory from Long Beach, $100. That turns into $200, thanks to Nussbaum and Josh Berg from Nussbaum. But listen to this. Carl Benson from Melville, Long Island, donated $500. That's an automatic $1,000, thanks to Josh Berg from Nussbaum. And also Denise Bomert from Atlantic Beach, $500. Again, that turns into $1,000.
Thank you for that.
So we thank all of you folks. Yes. Keep them coming. 1-877-335-KIDS or text HERO to 51555. 888-267-5555.
My dear friend Corey Zelnick, who, of course, is right upstairs. Hold on one second. Corey Zelnick just donated $250. That becomes $500. But, yes, get to the breaking news.
They actually have an arrest in the murder of the Barnard College student, Tessa Majors. We don't know much more, but they have arrested somebody.
All right, that's Channel 7 here, locally WABC, reporting that they have arrested somebody in that tragic murder, as Bernie just mentioned, of Tessa Majors, the young girl at Barnard College just 2 days ago. You knew they were going to... Listen, I live there. I'm 10 blocks away. There were helicopters last night all over the place, a huge police presence. You felt like they were going to get this done very, very quickly, and to their credit, they have done just that. So amazing work by the NYPD, as they always do. Now, let's get to our next live guest this morning, and this one is difficult. Gianna Wright is the mom. Alea is her little girl. She's 17 months old, and she's going through something called hydrocephalus. Did I say that correctly?
Yes.
Okay. This is where the brain is bleeding at birth. She was born at 30 weeks old, so obviously she was premature. She is currently here right now in the PICU unit. She's been here since October the 5th, so we're going on nearly 3 months. But what you said to me was when she first got here, the prognosis was dire. And now you're telling me that nearly 3 months later, not only is there a light at the end of the tunnel, but the prognosis has become optimistic. Before we get to that, tell us how you first found out about this and your initial feelings when you first came here.
I first came here October 5th from a different hospital. My daughter is a very complex case, and where we were at just wasn't the fit anymore. So I found out about Cohen's through other people and was told that there was an amazing neurosurgeon here. And I said, I have to come here. That's it. I have to come here. This is my answer. So I came to Cohen's. And when we got here, Leo gained so many new diagnoses. I was fighting a fight that I didn't know what I was up against. When I came to Cohen's, I figured it out. So now I know how to fight the fight. And me and the neurosurgeon talked and worked hand in hand together, and he listened to everything I thought about my daughter, anything I think that's wrong. He always listens. He always takes that into consideration. In my opinion, means so much. And as a parent, to feel that from from professionals, from doctors, when I don't have a degree, means the world to me. Because I always tell people I have a PhD in my child, and they respect that here.
Yes, they do, and that's what Cohen Children's Medical Center does. It's a family, obviously family-oriented. Gianna Wright, her daughter Alaya, is a patient here. Gianna, so when you're here, you spend a lot of time here, obviously. I'm sure some nights you spend the overnight, and they provide the facility for you to do that.
Yes, I actually have not been home. I have no need to leave here. They give me everything I need here, so I have not left since I've come here.
Wow. Now, Alaya is 17 months old. So tell us what happened. I mean, she was born. Did she ever come home at all?
Yes, so my daughter was born at the previous hospital we were at right. 30 weeks gestation with a grade 4 bilateral brain bleed. She had hydrocephalus, which requires you to have a shunt. We battled that from the day she was born up until October at the other hospital. And at the other hospital, I was fighting a fight I didn't realize because of not having the proper diagnosis given to me.
Right. So then you came here.
I came here.
Okay. And who was the doctor you met? This surgeon you're talking about?
Dr. Schneider. Absolutely amazing.
The greatest.
Trust him with my
So when
life.
you first sat down with him, I imagine he was honest.
Yes.
And that was scary. But then but I also imagine he was very optimistic. What did he say to you so that right off the bat, this is something the hospital does very well. Not just treating the patients, but putting the parents at ease. So Dr. Schneider, who you love, and you should, what did he do early on that said to you, I'm in the right place?
One of the key things that sticks with me about what Dr. Schneider and I have spoken about is in every conversation he tells me that he's going to treat my daughter like she's his own when he's in the operating room. And to hear that as a parent when you're going through brain surgery, there's nothing more I need than that.
Which is amazing. I mean, the doctors here, it's not only the medical staff, as I've pointed out earlier, it's the administrative staff. It's everybody, from the receptionist to the people walking around, the clerks and all these folks, the nurses and the doctors, of course. But it's very family-friendly, family-oriented, obviously. They make you feel comfortable, and that's what's special about Cohen Children's Medical Center.
Yes, down to even the cleaning staff who says hi to me in the hallway. Everyone, the people in the cafeteria, everyone is so, so kind. It makes you feel like you're at home.
Sure.
This became my home now.
Right. So what are they telling you now? She's been here for quite some time. You've moved in here, and it's a lovely place. But have they given you any date or some reason to believe you'll be going home soon?
So my daughter needs to go into an inpatient rehab due to just losing some of her skills due to what she has and the surgery she's been through, which is natural with what she has.
They will come back, though. She hasn't lost anything forever.
No.
No. Good. Okay.
No.
Right.
Therapy's key, and we're going to go to an inpatient rehab. So within the next week or two, we will be going there once the bed opens up.
And then so you'll be, for Christmas and for New Year's, you'll be at the next level, closer and closer to getting her home.
Yep.
Can you think of a better Christmas gift?
Not at all.
And
Thanks to Cohen's.
what dreams do you have, Gianna, for Aliyah? Tell us.
What are my dreams for my daughter?
Yeah. Everything. The moon, right?
Yeah, whatever she wants, whatever makes Aliyah happy.
Is this your only child?
My only daughter.
Aliyah's
yeah.
your only daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I wonder, as she gets older, a lot of the kids that are here are so young that they may never really know what happened. And I wonder if the parent feels like somewhere down the road, I'm going to tell her exactly what this hospital did for her, how important they were in getting her back to where she's going to be when she understands all of this. Is that something you're going to do?
100%. Cohen's Children's Hospital is always going to be a part of my life just because of everything I've gone through here, and I'm always going to make sure I can give back and come back here and help the kids here. Aliyah will be a frequent flyer here due to the fact that she's going to need other surgeries in the future.
Where are you from?
I live out in Setauket.
Oh, you
but
do?
We're going to have more surgeries in the future.
Right.
So that's a given with what Aliyah has. And so I will be back at Cohen's. Upset, but happy to know that I'm safe here.
Which is why this is one of the only facilities of its kind in the tri-state area, which is why you come from Setauket, because there's no place like it in the tri-state area, Cohen Children's Medical Center. And by the way, the number, folks, is 1-877-335-KIDS, 1-877-335-5437, or text HERO to 5155. Bear with us, Gianna. We have Jack Burns in Bayside gave us $150. And thanks to Joshua Berg and Nussbaum CPAs, that's a $300 donation. Mitchell Walder from Hackettstown, New Jersey, gave us $100. That's a $200 donation thanks to the matching that Joshua Berg from Nussbaum has done. However, Sue Weingeroff from Palm Beach Gardens donated $1,000. Automatically doubling that is Joshua Berg from Nussbaum CPAs.
All right, so the number right now, I guess we're in the middle of a fire drill. That's incredible. They need 129 more. We're at 75. You know the number, 877-335-5437, 1-877-335-KIDS, or text HERO to 51555. Thank you, by the way. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
Why don't you tell these people how important it is to donate just because of what your own daughter, Aliyah, is going through right now?
It helped us tremendously. If they could just donate $1, $5, anything you could do would really tremendously help us.
All right. Thank you, sweetheart. Nice to meet you. Gianna Wright right here with Bernie and Sid. We're going to take a short break and fix this fire alarm. Come back live from Cohen Children's Medical Center right after these short messages.
We here at WABC are opening up our microphones and conducting a radiothon to help raise money and awareness for all the great work that Cohen Children's Medical Center has been doing and will continue to do in Nassau County as part of the affiliation that they have with the Children's Miracle Network. And everybody should know this is very personal for me, ladies and gentlemen, because in the 27 years I've been broadcasting on WABC, 5 of those years, I was a national board of governor for the National Children's Miracle Network, and they do outstanding work. But joining us today is Michael Dowling. He is the president and CEO of Northwell Health, which obviously oversees many hospitals. But today we want to specifically talk about all the great work being done at Cohen Children's Medical Center. Thanks for joining us today, Mike.
Thank you so much. Very, very happy to be here, and I want to thank you for all your help and for doing this program.
Now, Michael, your accent, you're from the land of era, right?
Oh, yes, I'm from the place where I did kiss the Blarney Stone. I grew up in Ireland. I came here, when I was almost 18. And I've been here since, with a couple of years going back and forth to finish college in Ireland, and then have been here, as I said, since then.
And in all the directions you could have gone when coming to the United States, what brought you into the medical field?
What got me involved in the healthcare field in many ways is because when I grew up, I grew up in some severe poverty, and my father was crippled with arthritis at a very young age, and my mother was deaf. So the issue of health and wellness, disability, was foremost in our minds as kids, and it resonated with me when I saw people not getting the access that they needed. And as kids, when I grew up, we didn't have much health care. We didn't have any dental care. There was no children's hospital around. So from those beginnings, I got very, very interested in health and human services, and that has been my career ever since. Once I started, at least my professional career, that has been what it's been in. So my background, I think our backgrounds create who we are, and my background has helped create what I ended up doing and who I am today.
Well, Michael Dowling, you are the president and CEO, and you oversee a number of hospitals through Northwell Health. But specifically tell us why Cohen Children's Medical Center is so special.
Cohen's Children's, which is actually in Queens, right on the Queens-Nassau border. It's special because it deals with special people, and it deals with children. And all of us know that the child and our kids and other people's kids are the most important things in our lives. They're also our future. So when you have kids in dire circumstance who have an illness, difficult illnesses, our hearts go out to them, and we want to make sure they get the care at the best place, provide getting the best services that they possibly can receive. So Cohen's is unique and special because it deals with the problems of children, and that's what we do at Cohen's. It's a very unique place. Does great work and takes care of our future.
But I noticed some children's hospitals, they only focus on one malady. I know at Cohen Children's Medical Center and all hospitals affiliated with the Children's Miracle Network, they deal with children regardless of what the illness is, right, from A to Z?
We provide all services from A to Z. We provide care to all children irrespective of circumstance. We're community-focused. You come to Cohen's from whatever background, whether you're poor or not poor, irrespective of your illness and your diagnosis, we have the ability to take care of you. It's a full-service, comprehensive hospital, very compassionate, very service-oriented, very patient-centric, who not only deal with the child but also deal with the family, because you can't, in many ways, separate them. It's a child that's in trouble. When a child is in trouble, the family is in difficulty. So you deal with the totality of the situation in a holistic way. So yes, we're full service, and we're not just one location either. We have pediatric programs and children's programs at many of our other facilities. We have an ambulatory network out in the community all over the region, and it's all overseen by Cohen's Children. It's all one program in multiple locations, even though the central hospital, of course, is the core. Cohen's Children's itself, which is the largest in New York, and most comprehensive in New York, the biggest training programs in New York, etc., nationally recognized, nationally ranked. It is indeed a very, very special place.
And Michael Dowling, as president and CEO of Northwell Health, also overseeing as part of your network, Cohen Children's Medical Center, that we're trying to raise money for this holiday season as part of the Children's Miracle Network. All of our listeners, you can go to the website, 24/7/365. Go to WABCRadio.com. You can hit the link. You can learn all about Cohen Children's Medical Center, all the great work that they do, the Children's Miracle Network, of which I was a board of governor for 5 years, so I've actually seen all the great work. and make a contribution, and I guarantee you it will be a contribution that will go directly to the people who need it the most. So I'd like to thank you for sharing your time with us today, Michael, and for all the great work that your doctors, nurses, and staff does on a continual basis.
I thank you so much, and for everybody listening, it's a time of the year we can do something great for another person, especially a child in need, and a child that is having some difficulty. And it's a wonderful thing to be able to say we were part of helping. And I thank you so much for doing this and for everything you've done in the past. So I really, really appreciate it. I'm delighted to be on with you.
Our pleasure. Thank you.
We got to make it up.
We are back from the Cohen Children's Medical Center, this Radiothon, which is wildly successful but very moving, I got to tell you. The number is 1-877-335-KIDS, 1-877-335-5437, or text HERO to 51555. And again, this Cohen Children's Medical Center, this is a not-for-profit hospital. No child is turned away, regardless of their ability to pay. It is an incredible facility, the only one of its kind, I should say, here in the tri-state area, essentially.
Now listen, this is a big hour here. This is the big opportunity matching hour. We talked about this. Josh Berg and the fine people at Nussbaum, they're going to match any donations you guys make. We wanted 204 donations when we started the 8 a.m. hour. We still need about 100 more. We've got about 17 minutes to go, so we've got to close this hour out in a big, big way. About 17 minutes to go. Need about 100 donations. We're going to match every single dollar you guys spend. So if you send us 100, it'll be 200. You send us 500, it'll be 1,000. You send 1,000, it'll be 2,000. 1-877-335-KIDS, 1-877-335-5437, or text the word HERO, HERO, to 51555. And again, about 16 minutes to go now. We really need you folks to come up big. I'm watching the call screen right now, and there's only 5 people on hold. I need 10. I need 15. I need 20. I got to get 100 more donations in the next 15 minutes to match our goal. Now, all day long, we've exceeded our goals. We started at 23. We got to 69. We wanted 50. We got to 83. So this hour, the most important hour of the day, we cannot come up short. We cannot. 100 more to go. We got 15 minutes. I want to see more calls on this volume. I want to see 20 people right now at 1-877-335-5437 donating money to make this Christmas holiday a nice one for these sick kids and their parents.
Indeed. And we can thank people like Marianne Tepedino from Brooklyn. $100 becomes $200. Kenneth Roberts from Blauvelt, $500. That automatically becomes $1,000 thanks to Josh Berg from Nussbaum CPAs. I mean, they do tremendous work. Josh was just showing me the ice cream cart.
Not cool?
They bring in every Wednesday night and wheel it around the wards and give out ice cream to the kids. That's the kind of family-friendly place this Cohen Children's Medical Center is, and the kind of people Josh Berg and the people at Nussbaum CPAs are.
They are good people. So listen, here's the good news, folks. This is really good news. We are 3/4 of the way there. You've done a tremendous job. Again, I'm 150. I need 204. I need just 54 people to donate, and you've got 15 minutes. So we're talking about less than 4 people in the next 15 minutes over that minute time to actually get to the number of 204. I've got 150 right now. 1-877-335-5437, 1-877-335-KIDS, or text the word HERO, HERO, to 51555 and get us to that number. We are just about there, 3/4 of the way there on this, the most important hour, the 8 a.m. hour at this 2019 Radiothon.
Again, Dennis McGuire from Hamburg, New Jersey, $200. Chris Whelan, from Maspeth, Queens, he gave $40. That's an automatic $80 because of Josh, again, and Nussbaum CPAs.
I do want to mention a few other people. Henry Branson from Chapel Hill, $770. That becomes $1,540. Wow. And as you said, Kenneth Roberts, that's up to $1,000 on a $500 donation. So once again, 877-335-5437, 877-335-KIDS, or text the word HERO to 51555. You know, we also bought a whole bunch of really good machines that we needed desperately here last hour. Those AccuVein machines, we needed 3, and we say it's really you guys. You guys bought 6. Now, more good news here. Updating the numbers as we speak. Jim doing a tremendous job. Jimmy Luttrell, you're a superstar, baby. You're a rock star. You're beautiful. 156, less than 50 now in the next 13 minutes to get to our number of 204. 49 to be exact. Let's get there so we can say for 3 hours here today, Bernie, we either met and or exceeded every single one of our goals.
And listen, it's so worthwhile. I urge everybody to come visit this place if possible. We're located in New Hyde Park, Fresh Meadows, Queens, right on the border. As a matter of fact, this facility, part of it is in Queens and part of it is in Nassau County, but it is a wonderful place. It's a family place. The patients here, regardless of their ability to pay, the families will stay over with their kids here. They treat them unlike any other hospital. It's an incredible place. You can also go to WABCRadio.com to donate if that's easier for you. But the number, 1-877-335-KIDS, 1-877-335-5437, or text HERO to 51555.
Julie, this will make you happy. We just got a donation from Marianne Tepedino. You're saying, who's Marianne Tepedino? Well, for you Howard Stern fans out there, Marianne from Brooklyn. Just, who never misses this show. You know, she'll never miss the Stern Show Monday through Wednesday. Never misses Howard ever. But once Howard is off on a Thursday or Friday on a vacation, never misses Bernie and Sid. And in 30 years, never, ever once listened to any other radio show other than Howard Stern. And Marianne from Brooklyn gave us a nice donation just now.
That I mentioned her about 3 minutes ago. I thought you would say, that's Marianne from Brooklyn. You didn't know her last name.
I didn't realize. No, I wasn't listening.
Tepedino.
I did know it. I know it's Tepedino, but I must have been doing something else. So thank you, Marianne.
Her and Robert Acciuto from New Hyde Park, and all you folks out there, Pat DeMattia from Garden City, $150, an automatic $300 because Josh Berg from Nussbaum CPAs is matching all of these donations this hour.
12 minutes to go, folks. Come on, 12 minutes to go. We're at 164 right now. All we need is 40 more donations to reach that number. And I'm not going to lie to you. It was a big number. Jimmy walked over and said, I want 204. I said, are you nuts? 204. So wait a second, Sid. You did 70-hour number 1. You did nearly 100-hour number 2. Of course you're going to get 200. I said, Jimmy, I think that's a big number. I don't know. We're almost there. We are almost there, folks. 30 plus to go. We have 11 minutes. 877-335-5437 or text HERO to 51555. And again, the number 204, we got not just a pie in the sky number. That is because upstairs right now, there are 204 children in this hospital. So we want to get every single kid a donation to match every single kid here. Your donation represents a child in this hospital right now and a mother and father who some of these folks are having a very difficult time this holiday season. You just made their lives easier. How about this? Number now down to 35. We're at 169. 35 more to go in the next 10 minutes, Bernie. We reach our number.
And that's because of people like Catherine Trainer from Yorktown Heights, $200. And again, thanks to Josh Berg and Nussbaum CPAs, that's $400. People like Leslie Falk from Island Park, New York, my hood, $100, an automatic $200, thanks to Josh Berg and Nussbaum CPAs. And look, just keep it coming. You know what I feel like? I started to realize?
What's that?
Sid, we have a family here. The Bernie and Sid show, in the Bernie and Sid in the Morning Show, we have a family out here.
We have a family like Sean Kemp, the former NBA player. He's got 30 kids.
Yeah, that's us. These are all us. These are kids out there.
Well, this is the biggest call number I've seen so far today. I've had my eyes glued to this machine since 6 a.m. We've now got 14 people on hold, 14, and all we need is about 30 more donations, and we are going to be good to go for this hour. So the number of callers now has really started to move in a very positive direction. 1-877-335-KIDS, 1-877-335-5437, or text the word HERO to 51555 as, again, we try to get to that number of 204. Jimmy's changing the board again. What do we got, Jimmy? Tell me something good here, baby. 174, 30 more to go. That's all we need is 30 more, and we reach our donation total of 204 for the hour.
Jennifer Yarnell from Manhattan, $300. That's an automatic $600.
Is that your mom? Your stepmom.
Is that right?
Josh Berg's stepmom coming up big for us. You don't got to match her number. Don't worry about it.
And then Jonathan Karen from New York City, $250. Again, an automatic $500 now because of Josh and Nussbaum CPAs.
Hey, Dolores, come over here. Come sit next to me. We'll talk to Dolores for 5 minutes.
Dolores from the Real Housewives of New Jersey.
Yes, Dolores Catania, the real star of the show.
And she is. They actually have an affiliation with Cohen Children's.
Well,
right?
Margaret, who is going to be here later. You tell us, Dolores. First of all, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. How are you?
Thank you for coming here today.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Everybody's
it's beautiful.
Very happy to see you.
You guys are doing great.
We are.
Everybody's made so many beautiful donations. It's like restored my faith in humanity. Listen to this this morning.
It's true.
It's true.
Well, but you've been here at this hospital before.
No, I haven't. I've been to a fundraiser for it. We did an episode where Margaret was raising money for the Hospital Heroes gowns. So it makes the kids feel better. They have little hero gowns, and we were doing something like that. But the kids were so adorable on the runway, amazing, and I met a lot of the doctors. They're just so beautiful people.
The kids are angels, and the doctors are saints.
Saints.
They really are.
It's such a calling. And this hospital is like such a family.
Right.
I've heard all these stories today, and it's killing me. I've been crying all morning.
Well, you're a great mother yourself.
Thank you.
You've got a daughter, Gabrielle. You've got a son, Frankie Jr.
By the
Yes,
way,
you've met Frankie.
We interviewed Frankie Jr.,
Yes, we
and
did.
what a gentleman he is.
Thank you.
You
So-
must be
Football
really
pigs.
proud.
Thank you. As a parent, I can only imagine this is the worst nightmare.
Right.
So all these donations are going to such a good cause. And if you could just make it a little bit better for them by helping.
Right. And I know that Margaret is coming here today, too, to help donate, right?
Yeah, Margaret's on her way.
Fantastic.
I always say we have a great platform at Bravo. And I tell all the new girls that come in and anybody I can speak to, use it for good.
And they do.
And they do. Margaret definitely does. She's like my partner in crime in all this.
Right. Fantastic. Well, you went to the PQ unit moments ago and saw one of the little babies. You met Alea, actually, right?
Alea, she's beautiful. She has eyelashes for days. She smiled. Her mother's an amazing mom. She's been sleeping here since October. She's never left.
Wow.
And she said that this was, even the nurses are like family to her. She's a young girl, 24 years old, and I've never met a more amazing mom than her.
Wow.
I'm very impressed.
Wow.
She's been through so much.
My son Gabriel, and Bernard, you know this. Gaby has dyspraxia, and we started a foundation, my wife and I, for Gabe, and it's a physical thing. It's not intellectual. But he has some difficulty doing things that ordinary kids do without thinking about it. Running, jumping, those types of things. So I remember the doctor in Miami said to me when he was a baby, he said, he's never going to lead the league in scoring. He's never going to hit 300. And I was furious. I didn't like that all that much. My wife was okay.
It's hard to hear that.
Yeah, I was furious. But as it turns out, he's doing well. But I remember that the bedside manner of the doctor means so much because
Yes.
you're already nervous and anxious and feeling terrible. And then you really want that doctor to say something that's going to make you feel better.
Well, on the way here, I was listening, and Dr. Schneider said to the mom, I will treat your daughter like my own.
Right.
That's all you want to hear.
Absolutely. Well, thank you. Thank you for coming today.
Oh, you're welcome.
Dolores
Thanks for
Catania,
having
everybody,
me.
Real Housewives of New Jersey, stopping by. We've got 6 minutes to go. We were at 185 right now. We need 20 more. That's it. 6 minutes to go. 185. Actually, we did 19 more. 1-877-335-5437. 1-877-335-KIDS, or text the word HERO to 51555. Just 19 more, Bernie, and we hit 204, our projected number for the hour.
Indeed. And let me give you the range of our family here. We have Rachel Lifshutz from Brooklyn. She donated $50. That's an automatic $100 thanks to Josh Berg and Nussbaum CPAs. But Daniel Fuller, he's down in Nashville. He donated $150. Daniel Fuller from Nashville. That's how far our family extends. And we have Frank Malatesta from Huntington, New York. He donated $500. That's an automatic $1,000. Again, thanks to Josh Berg and Nussbaum CPAs. We have many stories like that. Ephraim Jacobson from Far Rockaway, $150. That's an automatic $300. We thank you for that, folks. Keep it coming. We still have 5 more minutes for your donations to be matched by Josh Berg from Nussbaum CPAs. Keep them coming. We've got 11 people on the line. 1-877-335-KIDS. That's 1-877-335-5437. Or text HERO to 51555. Bernie and Sid in the morning from Cohen Children's Medical Center, a place where miracles happen. We'll be right back. Yes, we are back at Cohen Children's Medical Center, a place where miracles happen. And our marketing director, Leslie Slender, she wanted to donate $100 to thank Josh Joshua Berg and Nussbaum CPAs for what they did, what they're doing. They're matching every donation this hour. They continue to. Our goal was 204 donations. We're up to 194. We need 10 more, and I see we have 12 people on the line. So it looks like we're going to make that within the next 2 minutes. Joseph Barbera from Kings Park, New York, thank you to you. $100 becomes an automatic $200. Joao Morera from Linden, $40 donation becomes an automatic $80 donation, thanks to Joshua Berg and Nussbaum CPAs for this beautiful Cohen Children's Medical Center.
Here's one breaking news story. We did talk about it earlier. It's worth mentioning again. There has been an arrest in the murder of that Barnard student up there by 116 and Morningside. She went for a walk in the park. She was mugged by 4 or 5 men. She was eventually stabbed to death, murdered. There has been an arrest in that. I don't know any more details outside of that, but we do know they have made an arrest in that awful, tragic murder of that young girl.
Yeah, he's a juvenile.
Is that right? He's a juvenile? We know that?
Juvie, and they have more suspects in mind.
All right, listen, 1-877-335-5437. That's the number, 1-877-335-KIDS. You can text the word HERO, HERO, to 51555. Again, we wanted 204. I thought that was a pie-in-the-sky number, but we're at 200 right now. We're at 200 right now. We need 4 more people to donate, and we've got 19 people on hold. So I know there's only 1 minute left, Jimmy, before the 9 o'clock hour, but we're going to meet and exceed that 204 number based upon the amount of people we need to donate and the number of folks on the line right now. We're going to meet that, exceed that, go over 204. So we will come back in the 4th and final hour, the 9 o'clock hour. Some of our friends calling in, some big money people, and we'll give you the exact number. You guys have done it. Congratulations. We're going over 204 at the 8 o'clock hour. Right. We got the exact number when we get back at 9 o'clock. Bernie and Sid from Cohen Children's Medical Center.